Alright guys, before we head into the video, I must remind you that this is not a YouTube channel, this is a movement. I am completely intent on becoming your solution to wokeness in media and wokeness in storytelling, but I need your guys' support. My books were made with creativity and imagination in mind. The only reason why I am doing this channel is to get out to you, my audience, who are not feminists and who are not gay. Right now, storytelling in all of our media is made for the feminists and the gays. You have one guy. I went out of my own way to become your solution. I don't have to be doing this. So again, guys, are you done with wokeness in media, wokeness in storytelling? Do you want great stories that should be in our movies and in our games? Then I ask you, give me a chance and support our movement. Pick up my books and please leave a review. Listen, man, I'm not here for any other reason. And if you've ever spent $70, $60, $50 on a woke game, then all I ask out of you is $5. So you either want somebody to be the solution, and I will not stop until you get the games and the movies that you deserve, but we have to start somewhere. So go into my video description. You will find the link to Charles Arlington on Amazon. Find one of my books, pick it up. Listen, man, I have the best stuff that's out there, but I can't keep doing this if you don't prove to me that you guys exist. You might not think it matters, but for every single one of you that picks up one of my books and you leave me a review, it is through this singular action that we will spread the word and reach out to more guys like yourself, delivering our solution to wokeness in media, wokeness in storytelling. Do you want the next creative mind that is going to give exactly to you what it is that you say that you want? Then let's go, man. Join up with me. Join up with our movement. Join the few guys that are willing to get behind this. Pick up one of my books and let's go. Pay attention at the beginning of this game to the soulless and inane start of the story. There's no grand beginning, or there's no, let's just say, this substantive start. It's just, you don't even see Indy's face. And I don't actually care. I don't know how much of this is actually copying from the films. Don't care. This game just starts where you're just dropped into a meaningless story with meaningless characters talking like, oh, where are we? What about the curse? Who really cares? You know, this is the issue, is that we see so many games nowadays, and this is the entire story. You go from one random location to the other. You go from one random place to the other. You go from one story beat that really doesn't make sense or have any meaning or any connective tissue to the other. And this happens over and over again, just like the beginning of this game. Some dude's talking. Where are we? Blah, blah, blah. Some dude. You don't even see Indy's face. If you had no idea what this whole franchise is about, you have no idea what's going on here and you don't frankly care. Every great story starts off of the premise of, you don't know where the F you are, why should you care? In great stories, they understand how to get you to care within the first, literally, 1 to 2 minutes. Now what's the issue here? Right here, we are now 2 minutes into the gameplay, and there's no telling as to why this game matters or the characters matter, or do I even give a crap about Indy? It's really not that captivating if we're just seeing this. I mean, the dialogue, oh man, the dialogue is so bad in this game. The characters, nobody cares. So this is a problem that plagues the entirety for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I don't even know why this game was made, honestly. I think that this game was an absolute mistake, but I'm going to be getting into this. This game is what happens when you have progressives that are told that they cannot involve their politics in their creations. You end up with something soulless and meaningless, just like this. That's ultimately what you have. And we've seen this many times over again. Flintlock, the Siege of Dawn, Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. You're starting to see a lot of games, especially within this last year, that are woke, that are made by progressives, but it's soulless, and it's not so much cringy wokeness, and they're pushing their identity politics and whatnot so much as it used to be, although it is still that in some ways. You know, it's always been this way, and they just sneak it through one way or another, right? But now what we're seeing a lot more of is that they're just simply, these are progressives who are told that they cannot involve themselves too heavily on the reservation. And that's what we're seeing now. This game is soulless, the characters are soulless, the story beats are soulless. Get out of here, ad, you're a freaking piece of trash. Oh my gosh. I mean, look, oh man, the freaking, hold up, you gotta hear the freaking whip. The whip sounds ridiculous. That is literally how the whip sounds in this game. It sounds like a freaking bullet being shot out of a gun. It's so ridiculous. It's all game. It's all game. But, you know, man, this is the problem that we're seeing now. He tries to pull a gun. And whatever, man. This game is so laughable. The way that Indy fights people, he will literally mano-a-mano every guy that has a gun in this game. And apparently, you will not be shot unless you use a gun in this game. So the Nazis that you fight all throughout this game, they're just gonna sit there, and they're only going to fist fight you if you fist fight them. And that's kind of how this whole game goes. Everyone that you could be fighting, that's how it plays out. So if you use a gun, I think you will be shot at, but, you know, and by the way, with this game, I have not picked it up, I have not played it yet, and I will be, but of course I've seen, like, most of the game now. I've sat through it, and my gosh, is this just bad. But by the way, I will be playing through some of this game, and I will be, just sharing how much I hate it when I play it, but of course nothing's really going to change, and I'm not going to be putting that much time into this game because screw all these woke games. But, you know, man, here's what I have to say about this game. Indiana Jones himself, he's freaking boring, and he's soulless. Look at this, dude. There's something wrong. Oh yeah, hold up. I want you to listen to this. See ya. Listen to the soundtrack. It's constantly cycling through. Whoa.
Can they sing something?
Bro, that is... I cannot do that. That's just scary. Does it actually work like that? No. I don't believe that. Nope. Anyway.
Stop.
Listen to the soundtrack.
Stay out of the light.
It sounds like Star Wars. Why does it sound like Star Wars? Yeah. That's not fun to see. Yep. What the frick, man? This is the kind of inane writing and story pacing that we get all throughout this game. I don't know why the frick he's doing that. I don't know. Maybe because there's spiders around. But they're kind of doing that for like a silly joke, but it just doesn't land because you're not immersed. into the game's world. You're not immersed into the characters. So again, listen to the soundtrack.
You said he was very good. You?
I guess we'll find out.
It sounds like Star Wars all throughout. Yeah, and then there's this. Yep. Just listen to soundtrack. It sounds like Star Wars. Like beat for beat. Listen to how quickly the soundtrack is constantly changing. We're going from one story beat to the next, just one after the other. It's just everything's happening at random. There's no connective tissue. It's just Indiana Jones moments in a game. And that's the problem that we're getting here. Oh, hold up.
Let us hurry.
Everything's
There's nothing to
happening
feel
too
here.
fast. There's no slow pacing.
That's what scares me.
And it's soulless. Dude, Indiana feels so soulless in this game. And just wait a couple of seconds, because yep. There's always a new soundtrack. Again, listen to the soundtrack. This is all throughout the game. You will be hearing this soundtrack. It's constantly cycling through all of these kind of cinematic story beat cues that you would typically hear in like an Indiana Jones movie or whatever, or Star Wars movie, and it's constantly going. There's so many times in this game's story that you will just be hearing the Indiana Jones music cues and also the Star Wars music cues. You'll just be hearing these over and over again playing off when it has no connective tissue or fiber, and it's always at random. There's moments where it's like, you know, the legendary Indiana Jones music, the do blah blah blah, that freaking crap. It'll always be playing off at random times. I think it's right here actually. It'll play off at random times when it does not have any significance, and it feels so out of place. Right here. This is stupid. This is so stupid.
Give me the whip.
So we're in a tense moment here.
Give me the whip.
Adios, señor.
Yep. Oh, there goes his whip. Oh man, he got destroyed. I think that was in one of the films, right? But yeah, it's right here as I understand.
Indiana!
America. It's all in America.
The man I knew 10 years ago. I learned to hate you in the last 10 years. Well, where the hell were you?
Wow. Everyone's upset.
Leave me down here by myself!
Okay. Well, it didn't happen. For some reason, what I'm talking about did not happen there. So I guess it's in a different tomb that you go into. So there's another part of the game where you're running away, I believe, from a rolling ball that's chasing after you. I guess it happens twice in the game. And Indiana will throw his whip and he will swing, and the glorious Indiana Jones music just plays. It's not even that tense of a moment in the game, and you really don't feel it. You're not immersed. You don't really care. And it's playing the music, and it's like do blah blah blah, and it's just completely out of place. It doesn't feel epic. The moment is not that serious, and I believe he uses his whip to swing over, you know, an overhead kind of impasse like we just saw there. So this happens all throughout. You know, and I will give this to the game. The graphics are nice, they're good, but you know, this is an issue with Unreal Engine 5, is that the lighting looks really good, the textures look somewhat good. There's some Unreal Engine 5 games that just look lazy with the textures. This game doesn't look lazy with the textures as far as I can make it out to be. Yeah, it doesn't look too lazy. There's other games like Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, that was lazy, holy F. But, you know, man, this game is so soulless. Indie is soulless. This game is a feminist parade with tons of feminist characters running around, women in constant roles of power or leadership or competence, women who are just randomly good at things all throughout the story. And again, I was saying this earlier in the video. This game was made by absolute progressives, absolute wokies, okay? However, if we move ahead here, once you meet the dumb freaking feminist character, wherever she is, can't find her. Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out. But when you move ahead into the story, you're gonna meet so many girl boss characters. They're all strong. They're all capable. You know, they don't really need no man, literally. The women have no breasts. They're not attractive. They don't have feminine hair. They have feminist hair. All this short, ugly hair. They're not attractive. And it's like Indiana is supposed to be having a romance with one of the women in this game, and she's not attractive. And the story, by the way, again, as I said, it starts inane. It starts not mattering for anything, and it just keeps going like that. The entire story is just one meaningless narrative development to the other all throughout the game. If we're seeing here, where's the freaking hoe bag? Oh, is that the moment right there? There's a moment where you use the whip to cross a gap, and it just does not matter. It like is so soulless. But that's this whole game. There's all these constant story beats and moments. The soundtrack is constantly playing. I don't know if it's right here or not, but there's just so many moments where the story, the soundtrack is just playing as if a much more significant moment is going on than it really is, or a really like tense, scary moment is going on, and it's just completely misused. I don't know what it is, but the soundtrack, bro, it's completely off in this game. It makes no sense when it's applied. It just feels incorrectly used, and it doesn't feel this way in the films, obviously. But I have a huge problem with these games that, and I have to say this, bro, this game is what? It's around 10 hours long, depending on the way you go about. No, yeah, it's 10 hours long. And this game is such a drag. It's such a slog. And I have this huge problem with a lot of video game movies, video game stories nowadays. You have anywhere between 5 to 10 hours to tell a whole story. In some other games' cases, 20 hours. And yet it feels like we are being told a much more incomplete story than a 1, 2, or 3 hour long movie. How? How is it that you can make a movie that's 3 hours long, 2 hours long, and it feels more complete, more cohesive than these freaking movie games? Makes no sense. And it used to be that we were hiring competent men on these projects. So we were getting stories that felt very complete, felt very expansive. I was so wrapped in, it's like, yeah, let's go for 10 hours. But now we get games like these, and it's completely boring. Bro, I checked out not even an hour into this story when I was sitting through it. And I was like, who cares about this? Who's immersed? The soundtrack plays, and you're like, okay, don't care. It always feels misused and overused. On top of this, Indy, he feels soulless. He does not feel like Indiana. He doesn't talk like Indiana. It's Troy Baker who's putting on an impression as Harrison Ford, and he's trying his best, let's just be honest, but clearly him having to do an impersonation gets in the way of him having an authentic Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones voice. It does. So he comes across, you know what? Listen to this here.
More than you could afford.
Look, I need to take some pictures, and there's no other camera in this place. So what do you say?
He sounds deadpan all throughout the game. All throughout the game. Indy never sounds more spirited, or he never has range. And look at his facial animations. This game looks terrible in certain scenes. It looks like a PlayStation 3 game. Even though the graphics at times looks good, the character models, honestly, they don't look that good. And there's certain moments in the game that the game overall just doesn't look that impressive.
Really that good, huh?
Bro, you have no idea.
The camera is yours, senor. And tell Antonio that I still think
Waiting
he's
for
a
him to
lousy
speak again.
cheat.
Indy.
Thanks, Ernesto.
Again, bro, he sounds so deadpan, Indy, all throughout the game. And that's because Troy Baker is putting on an impersonation that clearly he naturally does not speak this way. So he's having to force himself to sound a certain way that it's just not conducive, right? So this is a huge problem that we have in the game, is that Indiana just feels soulless, and he feels like a freaking automaton walking around masquerading as Harrison Ford, right? And there's obvious reasons for this, but it's like, you know, at some point, I think you just gotta let a freaking series die, because you can't authentically, really, truly show a character or express a character in an authentic way. Now, with that out of the way, I have to say this, man. The freaking main characters suck in this game, right? Indy feels soulless. He doesn't feel like Indiana. There's no edge to him, and that's a lot of the issue with a lot of woke writing, a lot of woke storytelling. There's no edge to any character outside of woke SJW politics. That's it. But when you are beyond their politics, and again, this game feels like it's a game made by progressives who have a muzzle on themselves, okay? They're being told you have to stay on the reservation, but you can't do anything on the reservation, right? And we go all throughout this game. Now, I guess you mostly see, we're in Italy, I believe, and you're seeing mostly white people, so at least there's that. There are a couple of colored people that you see. Of course, there's a blue-collar woman, again, feminist dog crap, and she looks like she's built like a dude. It's ridiculous. But you know, I mean, okay, again, there's some really progressive moments in this game, just characters and people and whatever, man. I don't like it at all. But you go all throughout this game, none of the characters are likable. You do not give a crap about any single one of them. Everyone feels soulless. Everyone feels crappily made, crappily expressed. Is this where that moment happens? I'm trying to find it, man, but I really don't know. It's just all throughout the game. The game does not feel like Indiana Jones. It feels like a soulless expression of what the films once were, of what the character once was, and it's so freaking insulting. It's like, who the frick even bothered making this? And the game's boring. It's like a walking simulator for a good portion of the start of the game. Then you get a little bit deeper into the game, and you're just literally sitting around, fighting the same enemies, throwing your fists at them in the most laughable, satirical manner that you can imagine. You're throwing your fists at these dudes. They have guns, and they won't shoot you, and you're just winning every freaking fight. It's ridiculous. Does he get into a fight here? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I think you do. Nope. Now, there are puzzles in this game. I don't know if they're exactly that interesting, but there are puzzles, and I think some of them are not absolutely terrible. But you know, this game just feels like a knockoff of Uncharted. And that's really what it feels like. But we have a character who has less charisma and personality than Nathan Drake. We have no sexy women. The women suck. And then on top of that, you know, I mean, Chloe and Elena, they were hot in the older games, not in Uncharted 4. In Uncharted 4, they look like a bunch of Karens, I'm gonna be honest. You know, they're kind of attractive, but like, they look like they hit menopause and all this trash, and they just, no. They don't look like Chloe and Elena, okay? But, okay, I don't know where he actually fights any. Oh, I think this is where that story. Yep. I'm pretty sure it's right here. So there's a moment. All right, let's play it. Oh, yeah, that's the moment right there that I was talking about. So this is this is what I'm talking about with this game. The story beats and the music cues are completely off. But I think this guy actually, he must be playing on a different version of the game so that he doesn't get copyright. Because I remember that right here. Yep, right here. Yeah, that's what it feels soulless because that's supposed to have the Indiana Jones music. Now this moment here makes no sense why you use the Indiana Jones music. It's really not that tense. It's such a misapplication of the, you know, do blah blah blah. That soundtrack plays. Just imagine this freaking scene right here. Blah 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 blah. You know, that whole thing. Freaking lame. It sucks. Misused, does not fit in the scene, but that's the problem. So he definitely has that sense. He has it muted. I guess there's an option maybe for streamers or whatever so that they can avoid copyright, right? Anyway, so unless, hold up. Because we do hear the other soundtracks. I don't know why we didn't hear that soundtrack. That's weird. I don't know. Jeez Louise, man, this game is so bad. But anyways, it's right there, and it's just so many moments in the game, it feels so off. Again, the characters feel off, the characters are terrible, there's no personality, no one is allowed to be edgy, no one makes inappropriate jokes. Indiana is not a womanizer. He teases women, but he doesn't make fun of women, or he doesn't treat them like trash like he should. Oh, he fell into water. And by the way, it's kind of funny, dude, Indiana, he barely has any stamina in this game, so you're going to be getting gassed out all the time throughout the game. You know, you're going to be in fights getting gassed out, you're going to be running around getting gassed out. It's kind of funny. You can make a joke out of it for sure, but you know, this whole game, bro, I just feel nothing. It's laughable, everything that they're doing. It doesn't link up properly. Every story beat just basically should not exist. If we go further, and you know, the characters and the story in the game, it's so soulless. You don't like any of the characters. No one's allowed to be edgy. You literally get to the point, like with most woke products and most woke stories and most woke games and woke anything, you get to the point where the villains are the only ones allowed to have any edge, that are allowed to be in any way. They're not even allowed to be offensive or insulting, but only the villains are allowed to actually have any edge. And you get to the point that it's like, bro, these are the main characters. Every time that the villains show up in the game, in the story, you're like, bro, the freaking main character just arrived. These are the freaking dudes. And I will skip ahead. I don't know where the freaking feminist Dogtrash character, where she is, because we're not finding her yet. It's kind of weird. Is she? Oh, she's right here. You meet her here.
Taking notes in
Eat
shorthand.
this biatch.
I'm an investigative journalist, and right now I'm looking into the disappearance of someone very dear to me. She was abducted more than 6 months ago.
And she's basically a
And I
lesbian
believe
with this
your
other
friend
chick.
Emmerich Voss is
Again, woke
responsible.
dog
It's
crap.
Dr. Laura Lombardi.
She can't be straight and
Do
she
you know
can't be
her?
attracted to men. She has to be
One of the
into
world's leading
freaking
experts in
chicks.
ancient languages.
Yes, and most importantly, she's my sister. My name is Ginetta Lombardi. What's your business?
She and her sister have such freaking lesbian vibes. It's effing weird. It's effing weird, bro. If we keep on going, where is it? If we keep on going, where's the, I want to find the German guy. Bro, the freaking bad guys, though, they feel like the freaking main character. Oh, yeah, this is the freaking fighting in the game. Yeah, it takes you forever to get into the combat.
Hold your horses!
Yeah, and his execution lines are terrible for Indiana. And the other thing, too, in the game, again, the random soundtrack cue. Why? I don't know why it's always playing like this. It's acting like there's always a cinematic moment happening in the freaking game, in the freaking story. No, no. This is not a cinematic moment. This is one of the issues, is that it's the misapplication of absolutely everything in this game and its story, in all the moments and all the beats. It's just, God, dude, there's nothing cohesive about it, and everything's so disjointed. It just, the characters, the music cues, even the combat feels disjointed. You have these crazy sound effects for the whip and your fist attacks. It's crazy. I mean, geez, at least Indiana's fists might as well be freaking guns. They sound like guns. It's crazy. And then, yeah, so anyways, we rounded off the characters. Again, the villains, they might as well be the main character. They're the only ones that are interesting. They're the only ones I want to side with. Jeez Louise, freaking, dude, Indiana is such a freaking soy boy cuck feminist in this game. I don't want to have anything to do with this mother effer. I don't like his character. I don't identify with his character. I don't like him. And by the way, the Nazis are not called Nazis in this game. They're called fascists. It's ridiculous.
Nice that you're all friends.
The AI is terrible too, by the way. Of course, the woman is helping you fight. Oh my gosh, bro. It's so... If you know anything about women, them throwing punches and having any impact on a man is retarded. But of course, if you're a soy boy cuck, you're gonna be like, women are just like men. They're equal to men. Yeah, go tell that to the women who are in. When men come into, men who are literally trying to be women, taking freaking hormone blockers to become like women, even those guys beat women in the UFC, in freaking boxing, MMA, go down the list, freaking swimming, freaking running. Men always beat women every time, no matter what it is that they do. Wait, is that hold up.
Allora, chi è il tuo contatto, eh? Te lo
Is
chiedo
that a
un'ultima volta,
black
dopodiché io ti
nun?
spacco la faccia!
Gina!
What a joke.
E voi chi diavolo siete?
Dr. Jones.
I'll deal with him.
Bro, Indiana in this game, he always acts like he's gonna beat everybody up. It's such, oh man, it's so
Tie your
laughable.
feet, Dr. Jones.
È lui di cui mi avevi parlato?
But this character only exists. Why do you think this character's not white? Why do you think that is? She's not white because of ESG. Again, this game was made by progressives. Why do you think she's not completely white? She seems a little bit African and like a little bit of a mix of something else. I don't know why, but she's not completely white. Why do you think that is? If this game came out 15, 20 years ago, she would be white. Gee, I wonder if it was a woke decision to make this character non-white. I really wonder. It's like, it takes a genius to figure it out. I wonder if wokies made this game. And then here we are. Indy's a freaking cuck listening to two women talk. Can I see when the, oh, here we go. This is how the biatch looks all throughout the game. So unattractive. You know, you want to blast the cheeks out of freaking Elena and Chloe in Uncharted. Look at this biatch. Golly, she looks like a freaking feminist hoe bag. Freaking gender studies biatch.
I work best on my own. Where's my hat?
He's here.
Yep. See, a moment like this. Indiana's always this blubbering fool. He's like,
How
where's
do we
my
handle
hat,
this?
man? I don't know where it is. And she's always stoic. She's always in control of most scenes. Oh, here's the hat, blah, blah, blah. Now, she's not a completely insufferable feminist character, by the way, but she is made and written by feminists. And she has no soul. She has no personality. She's not as terrible as like Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad, or you can go down the list of a bunch of woke
Been
games that
restored.
came out this year and previous
Foundational
years,
beliefs of
or like Mary Jane from Spider-Man 2. Right, she's not a bunch of these characters, but she's still a feminist character. She's just less insulting. Again, this game was made by progressives who were, I guess the executives put a freaking muzzle on them. And this game, by the way, was made by the same developers who made the woke Wolfenstein games, and those were massively woke, which I guess a bunch of people, they don't remember how woke those games were. No, they were proto-woke. They were woke before most games were getting in on the trend. Now, of course, what are we experiencing nowadays? We're experiencing a lot of games that are woke still, but now a lot of the activists are having muzzles placed on themselves. So we're just getting a lot of soulless games, because when these activists do not have their politics, they don't have creativity, and they don't have personality. So they just make soulless dog trash every time. And that's all we got. You know, Flintlock, which I call Flint Spoken, The Siege of Frey Holland, that game, Suicide Squad, there's a couple of other games that came out this year. I'm forgetting them because they're so freaking forgettable. There's so many games that came out, bro, and I don't even care. I don't even remember. But, you know, you can go to like Immortals of Avium that came out 2023, as I remember. There's so many bad, woke freaking stories, characters, and games. But, you know, okay, I will say this, right? There's certain interesting environmental things that puzzles that you interact with throughout this game. So there is that. I would say that's the only positive thing about this game, but I'm gonna be honest, the puzzles are not that interesting, and I don't know why you're gonna be engaged, because it's just, they're not that interesting, they're not that fun, they're not that cool. Again, bro, this game just feels like a lesser version of by the way, it looks like he's adding resistance in a weird way, pushing this. I don't know, that just doesn't look right, but whatever. Anyway, it's just, no, I don't like the puzzles. They're not that fun. In Uncharted was better, even though some of those puzzles were definitely frustrating. I will say that. There's one puzzle, I cannot solve it without YouTube. You know, it's ridiculous. But, you know, the environmental puzzles, at least they look interesting. At least they look like they're kind of, the animations here, you know, it's not terrible, but it's kind of on rails. Some of these puzzles feel like they're made for retards, because there's really not that much going on, you know. But you know, if it is too difficult, then a lot of people are going to be sitting there like, yo, where's the freaking YouTube tutorial, right? So, but it doesn't matter. I mean, this is just really on rails, so they could have tried to make it a little bit more difficult, but okay, whatever. Just moving on. So anyways, bro, let's find the freaking main characters of the game. These freaking guys right here, they call them the fascies all throughout the game. The fascists, the Nazis, the Mussolini dudes, whatever. Where's the I need to find the main character. Where is he? Oh, there's the black guy that follows you around all game, the giant dude. There's this whole Nephilim narrative surrounding the Bible, and that, you know, the giants, and they have to make the giants equal opportunity. So of course the giants, they can't just be white. They largely have to be associated as black dudes, which is this guy right here. He's the stand-in for the giants, as far as I understand. I think there's like one white guy, but I don't know. But yeah, this guy just beats up Indiana all game, which is basically just like white humiliation ritual over and over again. Okay, is this where we find the freaking main character of the game? Man, dude, the freaking fight scenes are so bad. The choreography is terrible. Yep, that's the main character right here. This guy's the freaking main character. Jeez Louise. He's the only guy that has any edge, but you know, he has the only amount of edge that villains are allowed to have nowadays.
Hallo, schneller, ihr verzögert unseren Abflug.
Yeah, his name is Voss. This guy's such a better character than anyone else. And he has this weird, like, cat and mouse relationship with Indy where they never really
Father Gallagher.
want to fight each other at all.
Oh,
And of course, there's a narrative with the priest that he touches kids. They do that whole thing with him, which of course we always have to put people of faith in a bad light. Anytime you get a high population of people, you're always going to have bad actors. The more people that are, you know, conservative, the more bad people you're going to have on the conservative side. The more people that are, of course, liberal. I mean, liberals, they make up a higher percentage of crazy people in general, mental illness. So you're always going to have a higher number of bad, malicious actors on the left than you will on the right. But regardless of the fact, the more people that become any group of people, you're always going to have a higher rate of bad actors. Again, but with the left, there's always going to be a higher number. Yep, again, the freaking black dude. And this is the most laughable moment in the game. One of. There's many of them.
Demone! Uccidete il demone!
This big guy just walks up on a bunch of fascists with guns. And he's just meant to... Yeah, he's literally just... He just smacks people around, and then watch. This whole group of freaking fascist dudes show up against our diversity hire, and they don't use their guns. They're like, oh, we're gonna go mano-y-mano with the giant dude. The giant dude who, for some reason, he never loses a fight. He literally just smacks people around, and it's like, bro, why does this guy backhand people for a freaking victory lap every time? It makes no sense, because it makes all the sense in the world. And then the freaking whip. The whip gets you around places that are so retarded. I mean, come on, bro. Really? It's so laughable. There's so many moments like this. I mean, it's like, it's Indiana. Look at this. Look at that. Bro. Oh, and then there's the other freaking giants. Apparently there's other ones. They're just throwing down. Like, the freaking fascist dudes, he literally bonks them on the head when they have helmets. And that's his victory right there. The freaking giant. This is so silly, bro. This whole game is silly. Golly. I can't. There's, okay, can we get back to the main character? We have this fascist dude right here. The main character of the game.
Sollten Sie sich lieber etwas ausruhen, bevor mich das Verlangen
Whoops. What the frick happened there?
und auf die Asche zu pissen.
And that's the other guy. This is the other fascist dude.
Vielleicht sollten Sie sich lieber etwas
They
ausruhen.
both work.
Dann will ich vielleicht so nett und
They're
zeigen.
basically like, you know, master and sidekick, but the sidekick doesn't like his master.
Und wie es richtig geht.
Vielleicht sollten Sie sich lieber etwas ausruhen, bevor mich das Verlangen über manche
He's always raging all game, but honestly, dude, I align with that guy way more
Ja.
than the main
Die Reise war lang
characters.
und Priester sind ermüdend.
Again, this guy's the main character right here.
Fast so ermüdend wie Sie.
Like, he's the only character that has any semblance of freaking masculinity. Everyone else is dude, in all the freaking men in this game, they're basically written by women. Absolutely, without a doubt. These male characters were written by women. This guy is a petulant child archetype character, which women specifically write that kind of male character. He's competent, he's capable at a lot of things, but he's always raging about. That is a feminist archetype 101. The petulant male child character. Again, he has the competence of a man, but he's a petulant child. And I guess if only he had a woman in his life, he would actually have any kind of control over his irreverent emotions.
Willensschwache Männer sind am einfachsten zu manipulieren.
Ah, there you go.
Männer.
Written by true
Wissen Sie,
women. Oh my gosh.
Willensschwache
Nothing
Männer
is quite so easy to manipulate as an insecure male. Ah. This is what female writers, they love. Man, you know what? Shoot, I don't have my phone, so I can't. All right. I want to look it up, though. I swear to God, female writers, or at least soy boy cocks, who might as well be females. But this is literally a stand-in for a woman right here, this character.
zu manipulieren.
Because women love to believe that they are know-it-alls, and feminist men love to make women feel like they're know-it-alls. They're always stoic. They're always in control of the situation. And this is what this guy's character is. Again, he's the only masculine character in the game, but women want to identify with this character right here, Voss. Women love to think that they are this guy because they're feminists. And of course, this is what women think and believe, and this is how they think of most men. That there's nothing worse than an insecure male, right? And they love insecure male characters because it always makes them feel powerful every time. It's freaking pathetic. And again, this biatch, she's always more stoic than Indiana in the game, in the story. And she's never really out of control in most scenes across this game. Most of the time. And Indiana's basically a cuck to her. Okay, where's the main character? No, you know what? I want to see the other retarded moment in the story. Oh, and then there's this. Some Muslim dude just sees him. Drops the face for some reason. It's a crappy joke. You see this so many times. Oh yeah, your face. Oh no. Whatever. Such a meaningless joke. And I guess you're going undercover with the fascists. Okay, great. Bunch of dudes in turbans. God, they look terrible. How is this? Bro, Metal Gear Solid 5 looked better than this. Final Fantasy 15 looked better than this. Bro, why are so many older games? They look better than this. Red Dead Redemption 2 looked better than this. Go down the list. This looks like GTA 5, and GTA 5 looked awful. Okay? Freaking hated the freaking graphics in that game. Where are we? Oh, that's another feminist character right there. Yeah, and this is another chick. I don't know if she's the sister of this chick's character. I don't know, but this chick is basically feminist, lesbian vibes, college lesbian with all the women in this game.
Well, you're a genius.
Am I?
Yep, the woman's a genius.
Catwoman.
He says this many times about the women.
The stones of the Great Circle.
We always have to affirm the women. They're always the greatest, always the bestest.
The Idol of Ra contains another one of those stones.
Oh, bravo.
Ugh. The fake camaraderie. I hate it. Just call each other a slur at this point. I'm not immersed. I'm so pulled out of it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Where they belong. These are my notes.
There's a stupid moment that happens later.
Some use to you?
Trying to find it.
I'll do my best.
This moment happens so many times. Yeah, there's a moment where he's stuck underground. He gets buried alive. Scorpions show up, and there's a mini game to blow at scorpions until a jeep shows up where our girl bosses save Indiana. But there's always this moment throughout this game where Indiana's climbing things. I don't know what that's about. By the way, you cannot walk on the pyramid when you're walking around in game. It's retarded. There's literally a heat wall. There's literally a heat wall that's stopping you from climbing the pyramid. This game is so lazy. This chick, no charisma. They really want you to have a romantic relationship with her, but Indiana is not allowed to actually flirt with her or insult her or anything. And so they just basically act like BFFs all throughout the game. Platonic gay friends.
You know what?
Homosexual nonsense.
Take this back to the wall. Tell her she can put it in her museum.
Are you sure?
I hate this character. Yeah, we have another puzzle here. So you're walking outside, and this is the area with the pyramid right here. And you cannot, they will not allow you to climb the pyramids. It's so retarded. If this game were actually made by men 15 years ago, they'd be like, what gamer would not want to climb the pyramid just because? But yeah, again, bro, this game was made by people who put the bare minimum in. Absolutely. And by the way, you can stealth execute freaking dudes with a glass bottle. You can stealth execute dudes with all of these random objects in the game world. Yeah, there's the pyramid in the background, the two of them. And you will make such loud noises when you're executing these guys, and they will not detect you. The other dudes. It's crazy. It's all throughout the game. I mean, like, the stealth is a freaking joke. The fighting is a joke. The whip is basically a gun all the time. Which, like, I get it if you want to lean into that, you know, the fiction of Indiana's whip, but there's no immersion. And Indiana is not Indiana Jones in this game. He sucks. Let's see. What else do we have? Yeah, we have the feminist characters again. There's a moment in this game that's so retarded where Indiana will latch his whip onto a plane that is stuck on a building. There's no runway, and the plane just immediately fires off the building that it crashed into, and Indiana is hanging on by the whip onto the plane as he's flying through at like 50 miles an hour through the city. It's so ridiculous. Yeah, so here we go. We got a Nazi. You see some brown Nazis in the game, which is so retarded. I don't know what that's about. There's some dudes who look very brown for a Nazi, and it's just like, what are we doing, bro? And again, this game, man, it makes you want to side with the freaking the supposed bad guys are the good guys, okay? They're the good guys. They make you want to side with the good guys. There's nothing about the freaking villains that you want to actually associate with them whatsoever. So I'm trying to find that retarded moment with the plane. I can't find it. Where is it? It's supposed to be somewhere. Oh, here's the moment with the freaking scorpions. Stupid.
What are you doing here, Dr. Jones?
Oh, and the fighting choreography, how this guy gets a broken nose. I'm gonna show you that. That's retarded too. It came a little bit before here. Yep, there's the petulant male character smiling in the back. Better character than everyone else in this game. Alright, so here's the, again.
Wits of determination of proper reason. Well, you're missing.
Look at Indiana.
Archaeology is a game of wits of determination of proper reason.
Soulless.
Let me tell you what you are missing.
He is so deadpan all game.
While you were playing,
Indiana has no freaking personality. I mean, the facial animations are just terrible.
And forgotten in the sense.
So anyways, if we go into here, they leave you. And then the scorpions show up.
No, you don't. No.
So he blows at him. This guy might not know what to do, so he may die. Yeah, he might die. Okay, there you go.
Come on, this isn't fair.
So stupid. I mean, it's kind of funny. It's kind of unique. But, okay, so we just sit here, and then the girl bosses show up very soon. And again, Indiana has to be saved by women. This kind of dog crap where we always have to make the women feel like these justified characters. Now, you know, how did they know he was here? I don't know. I have no idea. But they just walk away. And I guess the scorpions don't care about messing with the women. I don't know. And they stumble out. I hate them. My gosh.
He's losing consciousness, Gina. Help me.
I have no idea how they're gonna dig him out. But again, the scorpions are not messing with these women, which I don't know. I guess because they're not underground. I have no idea.
Drink, Dr. Jones.
Oh. I hate these characters. I really do. Anyway.
I'm glad you're still alive. You're beginning to grow on me,
Oh,
Jones.
and then... Alright. Here's another girl boss character that's just like... You know, anyone telling you this freaking dog trash is not woke? Here we go. Watch this. Oh, there's the retarded moment. Jeez Louise, man. Yeah, this game is so bad. Again, bad characters, bad story beats. I mean, this game basically has no story. Has no story. But yet, we're going for 10 hours. How do you make a freaking story, a freaking game for 10 hours? And there's no story going on. It's just random things happening with Indiana Jones and his freaking feminist friends. Watch this. Such a joke. Yep, see, it's crashed. We're on a roof. Guess what? Oh wow, it works.
It's working. We need to get it straight or we can't take off.
Okay, let me see if I can bring
So
that
he
tail
yanks
up for
it
you.
loose and watch. Ridiculous.
Gina, pull up!
I'm trying.
I just... Oh my gosh. To add further insult to this injury, now watch this. He will literally fight people on the mother effing plane. Again, like, I get it, it's fiction. Oh, see, this is where the graphics on their faces and what, it just looks so bad. When they're in the plane, bro, looks terrible. Okay, so if we go ahead, they start fighting on the planes. Again, it's fine, it's fiction, we can play it up, but they're just, like, this whole game and its characters are so ridiculous. I don't like them. It's not immersive. At some point, this just feels like a parody, bro. Watch this.
What are you doing, Jones? Are you crazy?
Just hold the plane
No, the riders are freaking crazy. So ridiculous. Again, like, it's cool for what it is, but it's so silly. Just given what this whole game is. Is that... Oh, that's a Japanese guy? Okay. And then watch. She literally hops off. Look at this. She's not even piloting it. Oh my gosh. She's literally balancing. Bro, she's not flying off. Golly. Ridiculous. Now let me show you one of the worst characters in the game. We go here to another girl boss who's basically a man right here. Just you watch. This freaking Dogtrash. Where's the hoe bag? She's a rebel leader, by the way. Okay, you don't talk to her here?
A boat. Are we going out on the river?
Oh, okay, so we talked to her a little bit earlier. Or, I don't know. They're right here. Okay, so I guess we have to go ahead. Oh, yeah, there we go. She has an eye patch. She has a freaking eye patch. She's built like a man, broad shoulders. She has a freaking eye patch. Look at her. The way that she stands is like a man. Oh, come on. Get on the boat, bro. Hey, man. Look at this freaking stupid... Ugh. Diversity hire.
You know our language.
Hate this character. Not attractive, not a woman. Literally, there's a cock just sitting here. He's not the one with the gun, she is. F my life.
But who allowed them to enter into the country?
A general who is an admirer of Mussolini.
Yeah,
Arrogant,
the
archaeologist
best character in the game, Mussolini.
Boss.
You know him?
The freaking
I
good
know
guys
of it.
lost. Freaking good guys
Relax.
lost.
We're on your side.
I don't want to be on their side. I want to be on Voss's side, bro.
Get down.
Anyways, this chick has no freaking personality, no charisma, freaking sucks. And this is all throughout the game, bro. So this is what I'm talking about. I have such a major issue with a lot of these modern games coming out nowadays. There's such soulless, crappy reincarnations of our beloved properties, our beloved stories. You know, Star Wars, Indiana Jones. They keep on digging up the corpse of these freaking properties and they're throwing at our freaking face girl boss after girl boss, crappy female character after crappy female character. Who likes this dog trash? I don't know. But you know, you have people right now who are literally shilling this freaking game. It's unbelievable. And you know, my issue is, this is just another one of those games where people are going to shill it and no one's going to care about it once it's out, once it's done. No one's going to talk about it. No one's going to remember it. No one's going to be like, oh, remember that character? Oh, remember that really cool moment? Bro, I still remember moments from Uncharted 1, 2, and 3. Now, it's been a long time, so I forget a lot of elements, but to the story, but I still remember the characters. I still remember a lot of their dynamics. I still remember a lot of the cool locations that you go to. Uncharted was actually cool. Nathan Drake was the freaking guy, and freaking Elena and Chloe, they can get their freaking vajayjays pounded every day because they're freaking hot. But here we are. Jeez Louise, I mean, dang. They were good looking, but you know, now, that's not what we get. We don't get attractive women anymore. We get women who look like men, which is like, if women look like dudes, why even get with a woman in the first place? Genuine question. At this point, it's like, I mean, the women are interchangeable with men. I don't know why. I guess that's why there's no sexuality anymore in our games and why everyone's a platonic friend, because no one's attractive. And by the way, for a lot of these game studios, if you just look at their development teams, yeah, it's a lot of women now working on these games. I don't know how that happened, but I mean, they kept on firing and canceling men out of the industry. So now all we have are ugly feminist white women and just also minority women working on these games. It's a bunch of freaking washed up looking chicks who look like dudes. Ugh. So here we are. This freaking cock.
ยุติการโจมตีได้แล้วไพลินมันอันตรายเกินไป
Talking, this chick's character should be a freaking
ได้
man,
ค่ะลุงสุนันท์
but instead it's a freaking
You all
woman.
right?
I think so.
What a freaking joke.
Would you like some tea?
Golly, there's just
Please.
nothing sexually
I would love
attractive
some tea.
about her. She's holding that
coming, Dr.
gun
Jones?
like she's always ready to throw down.
Yes. I'll just be a
Ugh.
moment.
Come to Luke Sunan's hut whenever you're ready.
Ugh.
And let's discuss what you know.
Ugh. Nah, brah. Nah.
I'll find you.
Nope. So, I have not seen the end of the game yet. There's a cat. Go meow. Alright, can we get to when they're,
Sawadi krap lung sunan.
oh, and then here we go. They talk about their stupid
ขอต้อนรับสู่
heritage.
บ้านของฉัน
Look at her, she's built like a freaking
One
man.
question, Dr. Jones. What makes you any different from Boss? You are both here to steal our cultural
He's a
heritage.
cock. Yeah, there you go. They say this stupid dog trash that a bunch
One
of
question,
woke
Dr.
writers
Jones.
love to lean into, which is,
What makes you any different
you're here
from
to
Boss?
steal our heritage.
You are both
Screw
here
your
to steal our
heritage.
cultural heritage.
Who cares about your
I'm
culture?
not here to.
Who cares? You live in a teepee hut in the freaking swamp. Yeah, if you took the freaking culture of the freaking, well, okay, no, I'm
Steal
sorry.
anything.
If you allowed the freaking Germans
To
to
ask for
colonize
permission.
you, you would be living
I
in
have
a
the
freaking
greatest respect for
paradise.
your culture and its history.
You know, everyone acts like, it's, especially these freaking, oh, wait, hold up.
I even teach a course about the Siamese kingdom and its
Oh
artifacts.
yeah, so now he has to get his woke accolades
This
in.
relic we're looking for has great power, but to Voss.
So yeah,
is a
now
weapon
they have to
of
play
war.
freaking egalitarian
You would do
woke
anything
apologetics here.
to get it.
We're so sorry that we're white.
Boss,
We're so sorry for white
ฆาตก
people.
รจอมลวงโลก
Oh yeah, he's a liar and a killer. And by the way, right?
เพื่อขัดขวางไม่ให้เขา
Nothing wrong with these people. They're always just victims. It's not like the people who are air quotes victims. They're never pieces of trash. Everyone loves to do this. This is what happened in Wolfenstein 2. Is that for one, they act like that if the freaking Germans won, that the world would look like a freaking hellscape or something like a dystopia, right? And then they act like that for some reason that minorities, right, they never do anything wrong. They're always just good people. They're always victims to the freaking dudes with all the power who are white, you know, the white man, the evil white man. They always love this. But the truth is, these mother effers, if they got colonized by the freaking Germans, they would be living in a paradise. Who wants to live in a freaking jungle infested swamp where your best chance is freaking malaria for a good day on this freaking planet? Okay? No, they're begging to get freaking colonized. That's what's happening. Jeez Louise, allow the freaking Germans to take over. You're being led by a freaking masculine woman. What a freaking joke. So this is where we're at. This is where we're at with these freaking characters, with these freaking stories. And again, and again, and again, we're not playing as the good guys. I hate these freaking characters. Who the frick wants to be on this side? It's like, geez Louise, I want to be on the freaking fasci side. Those guys are having a good time. Unlike the rest of us. Yeah, crappy joke. I don't care. So I haven't really seen the rest of this. But oh yeah, and then he makes that face. Yep. It's just so inexpressive. Like, dude, the expressions on everyone's faces are so bad. I don't even know, how are games this bad? So soulless. We're making these game movies and they suck. How do you spend hours in a story and you feel like there's no story, there's no characters, there's nothing happening that you care about? Where is it? Oh, so this is the end of the... Oh. What happens at the end? Might as well just see. Okay, so the black guy is going to save the day. And in some Frankensteinian manner, he sacrifices himself, I guess. I don't care. I literally don't care. Nah, I don't care. You know what? I can make a separate video. This is not what this is about. It's just me trashing on the rest of the game. So there's two fight scenes that are retarded. One is on the boat. The choreography is absolutely terrible. You're on this ship here. There was another point I was going to make earlier in the video. But yeah, the combat's not that interesting. The locations that you go to, they look alright, but they're really not that compelling. Okay, yeah, here. This is a retarded freaking... This was a trailer. It was so bad. Such a joke. The writing in this game is absolutely horrible. I mean, they write this game. It's so on the nose with certain things, right? The characters, they speak way too directly to each other.
Have you ever heard of Höhenangst?
Fear of heights?
Yes! And I have it. And still, I endured this dreadful mountain even if my mind was screaming every step of the way. Because of a concept you narrow-minded Americans will never understand!
Dudes with guns, by the way. Dudes with guns.
Well, please. Enlighten me.
Devotion. total and absolute devotion to the father.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, I'm on your side, bro. Yeah. That's something that, yes, Americans nowadays, they don't understand that idea. Devotion. Devotion to their country. Everyone's a freaking leftist cuck nowadays. Jeez Louise.
What is it?
Again, this guy's the good... they're the freaking good guys, man.
You have no history, no nation,
okay,
no
that's not...
leader.
That's not true.
What you have is your stupid American cartoons.
Now, that is true. A lot of American cartoons are stupid. They're freaking retarded. Yeah, they're retarded. They're retarded.
You laugh and dance, celebrating your own idiocy and
That's
drinking
true.
the piss you call beer.
That's true.
I will walk through fire for the devoted men of the Reich.
Again, I'm on this guy's side.
Overcome any fear
I totally sympathize with you.
to build a kingdom lasting 1,000 years. When you have devotion, you can withstand anything. It makes me invincible.
Kinda true.
Well, congratulations.
Give me that stone. Now!
Again, this is such a cartoonish expression of who these guys were, by the way, because this is not what they... We always have to make the Nazis out to be like they're a bunch of freaking clowns. Okay, this is where the freaking scene gets even dumber, because this is where the horrible choreography, which I've addressed before in a previous video, but anyways, we always have to act like the Nazis are just a bunch of bigoted retards. No, they were some of the most intelligent men to ever exist on the planet. And most people who criticize them, they lack a huge modicum of the intelligence that differentiates them and the freaking fascies.
To make sure!
Please wait.
Instead of shooting her, she has something behind her freaking back, bro. I mean, the writing is so bad. This is not how he would behave if this were an actual scene in real life. It's just the reality of the characters and how they behave. It's just so...
Gina.
So illegitimate. What a joke. What a joke. Nobody shot her. Nobody was like, wow, she might have a grenade. She might have something in her freaking hand behind her freaking back. And then the freaking guy, he literally throws it like a freaking moron from a cartoon. He throws the grenade. He doesn't just throw it off into somewhere random, whatever. It makes no sense. And then that guy freaking falls. Golly, bro. What a joke. He could have thrown it. He could have thrown it. That's what he would have done if this was properly written. But no, the villains have to be clowns. And watch. Where's the rest of the...
We gotta get out of here.
So, okay. This is how they dispose of these two guys with guns. Oh, they don't even do anything. Why? God, this is a joke. Look at this guy with the gun. What is he doing? Oh my gosh, bro. Shoot. Why did he not shoot her there? It makes no sense. Yeah, the Wilhelm scream. Wait, they both laughed about that? Whatever, man. It's just gay. It's gay and retarded. And then there was another retarded fight scene that happened earlier. Happened before this. But I don't know where it is. So, anyways, man, this is just what I'm talking about. It's like anyone saying that this is good, they have no idea what they're talking about. There's so many people, though, they just get behind this crap because it's not as terrible. Okay, this is the other stupid fight scene. But, you know, they just get behind everything. They get behind anything that is nowadays subpar. I mean, you understand that back in the day when Uncharted, the Uncharted games came out, people were pretty critical of those games, even though they're way better than this. Even though they were good games in the end. Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, they actually had good stories. My favorite is Uncharted 3. They had good gameplay, good scenarios, sexy women. What the frick is going on here, man? Like, again, the characters were great. I love Sully from Uncharted 3. It's just, what does this game have? People say this is good now, just like Baldur's Gate 3, a game that's so freaking average, maybe slightly above average. I don't know. I don't care. No, I don't like it. It's not a good game. But people say that these games are good because everything nowadays is so trash. But there's so much that came out before this that used to be said that, oh, that's a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Are you kidding me? And then people are saying this is a 9 out of 10 or whatever. Bro, this has nothing on Uncharted. Dude, freaking Baldur's Gate 3. You know how many games are like it that no one cares about? And everyone's acting like it's such a big deal? Ugh. This scene is the other stupid scene.
You went to the Vatican, didn't you?
I know.
Stupid fight scene here.
Don't be ridiculous.
Were you afraid of becoming a husband? A father? Oh, you were afraid of becoming your father.
Oh my gosh.
Play all the mind games you want, Voss.
You got him.
At gunpoint.
Good job, Riders.
You should be
There you
asking
go.
yourself who is Laura.
You freaking defeated Indiana Jones. You got him.
Choose the explanation with
He's got daddy problems just like the freaking Riders. Yeah.
Assuming she wants you to find her when the only assumption.
Okay, this is where the retarded fight scene happens. So many of these all throughout the game. She hits him for really no good reason.
Now that I have their undivided attention, you are welcome to proceed.
Main character of the game. Yeah, here's one of the most retarded freaking fight scenes. Why does he throw her? Why does he do that? She's out of your control now. Makes no sense. Why does he just stare after punching him? Why is he not turning around dealing with the freaking chick? I guess he got his nose broken, right? And he's just sitting there. Makes no sense. I guess what? We have to laugh at the fact that Hitler's in the background and it's like, oh, haha, you're so weak, you fascist.
I have killed many men like you.
Hey!
And then they allowed her to get the gun. They literally, oh my God, it's so stupid. I mean, they were not thinking when they made this fight scene, man. And then, what the frick was that? And then again, they have to make this joke with, I don't know what this joke is all about. And then he just loses, I guess because he worships Hitler or something. There's a joke about that he's losing his focus. Now they're crawling like freaking clowns. He allows her to twist his broken nose. God, it makes no sense. Oh my gosh. This is so terrible. And he's just staring. He's just staring. Why? And then oh my gosh, it's so bad. Oh, ha ha ha. She actually hit Hitler. Oh wow. Ah ha ha. You got him. You got those fascists.
Ich löschte immer meinen Dienst fürs Vater.
She literally just shot the gun. And then I guess she fell over for some reason. I don't know why. And
Dennoch stehe ich in ihrer Schuld.
And now they're just totally ignoring them.
Tun Sie mir einen Gefallen. Versammeln Sie die Männer. Rufen Sie die Knochensäger.
This is like, I feel like they wanted to make them look gay here.
Mit Vergnügen, Herr Sturmbannführer!
I got a better idea.
And then, oh my god, they were what the, how stupid do you have to make the villains? Okay, I said this many times in the past. A villain does not matter if you do not believe that they're real. You have to treat the villains like the freaking protagonists. If you're not treating them as the protagonists, you make stupid scenes like this. Why are they not dealing with their villain, Indiana and the mother effing chick? No, instead they're just sitting here talking to each other about their freaking feelings and emotions instead of dealing with these two. And they get their freaking butts kicked all throughout the fight. God, man. Incompetent freaking writing. And this is what we get all throughout the game. All throughout it. Such a joke. Such a joke. But this is all it is. It's a humiliation ritual for fascists so that we can fool ourselves to make it up that these guys are freaking dork, loser, idiots. Even though these are some of the most intelligent men to ever exist throughout history. Much more intelligent than the modern day clowns that we have making these games and who this game was made for. Stupid. Absolute dog trash. They have no idea what they're doing. So that's it, man. This game was made by complete clowns. They have no idea what it is that they're doing. They have no idea what it is that they made. The writing's terrible. This was made by freaking woke millennials who were muzzled by their executives. That's what this game was. This game was illegitimately made by illegitimate people who do not deserve their jobs in the industry. I don't know how you can spend 10 hours making a freaking story and it's so incompetently written, incompetently made. Oh gee, wow, look at all these scorpions attacking Indy as he's walking through the tomb, but they didn't attack the women when they were digging him up. So I guess the scorpions are sexist. Golly, bro. Again, like, it's fine. You can have room for, what is it called? Whatever, erasing your doubt, or I forget what it's called, but you know, you can sit there and you can just, for creative reasons, you can overlook silly moments in a story or some kind of product, right? But when you've got a game like this where nothing is cohesive and nothing makes sense and nothing seems to have any sense to itself, you quickly sit here and you're just like, what the freak is going on and why? Nothing makes sense and you don't believe any of it. Man, I don't know why I'm forgetting the term it's called. It's your sense of, oh shoot, your sense of belief or whatever. I don't know why I'm forgetting it, but so anyways, man, I'm disappointed in this game. I'm disappointed in the story. I can't believe that this was made. I can't believe this was written. And like, I can't believe there are people shilling this out. But, you know, we're seeing a lot of games right now being shilled. Nobody says that these games are good. Everyone knows they're not good, but everyone's shilling this stuff because why? Either they're being paid, and that's absolutely possibly being done, or because everything's so bad nowadays that there's no reason to say that anything's bad anymore. Everything's so bad that's like, well, I guess something's got to be good, so we just start making it up. Oh, this is good, that's bad. We just start making it up now. And it sucks because there was a time and place where people would sit there and they would say that great games or good games, they weren't really that good. It's like, oh, you know, that game that nowadays is a freaking masterpiece, you know, that was a 7 out of 10, like Lollipop Chainsaw. Well, now there's so many games that are worse than Lollipop Chainsaw, and everyone's saying it's a 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, or whatever else. It's ridiculous. We are praising games that do not deserve it. But that's where we're at nowadays. Things have gotten so bad that now we are worshiping clown car circus freaking games and stories. Alright guys, so before we head out of the video here, I did forget to actually mention to you a little bit about the ending of the game. And that's of course because I did not see it until now. It is absolute retard bullcrap. One more time. So there's this fight that you have, and it's absolutely laughable. It's between Indiana and, let's see, Indiana
Always a trigger.
and the retard black giant dude, okay? He's always here. He shows up to get beaten up, and also Indiana gets beaten up. They're both here just to beat each other. Oh, and then there's this scene, which is so freaking retarded. Apparently Voss is supposed to be gay because they knew they made a good character here, that everyone likes this guy more than anyone else. He is the main character, so they had to make him freaking gay, which is just retarded nonsense. He would have never been gay, especially being with the Nazis, but whatever, man, just freaking retard crap. So this scene is stupid, the way everyone talks to each other. Watch this.
Yeah, you know, I had a feeling that Gans was that little sausage who would die for his fatherland. I hate that! But tell me!
See, again, they keep on trying to make a joke out of... Listen, I'm just gonna say it. Freaking screw you. You freaking developers. Hitler and the Nazis were very intelligent people. Very intelligent men. More intelligent than most people today. I get you want to make a joke out of these people, but this is the reality. You are the parody, not him. You are the joke, not him. Clowns, man. Freaking leftists are such clowns. Freaking retards seeking redemption. Every leftist, by the way, is a retard, a moron seeking redemption of their lacking value. Every single one of them. They're not smart. They were never smart. They're not intelligent. And by the way, you stupid leftists, screw you.
Go to hell, Voss.
No, she didn't make it. What a shame. I was growing quite fond of her.
You want to talk about actual bigotry, though? Just look at a leftist. Every time, that's where you will find bigotry. It's right here. Right. That guy's not getting shot. He's a huge target, but they just miss every shot. They're just firing wildly, and they have time to even run away. I mean, this is so stupid. This game was made by freaking imbeciles, man. It's so silly. And then watch this. Retarded. So apparently these guys, they can't hit freaking legs. Apparently that huge stone slab is just good enough. What a freaking clown show, bro. What a freaking clown show.
Come, little man.
Absolute propaganda filth right here. Anyways, let's just go at 2 times speed though.
I won't let them take the stone. Move!
Yeah, I mean, just retarded. Retarded. Absolutely stupid. And then he doesn't get shot. Oh, and then it's what? Whatever, man. Golly, man. Writers nowadays. You want good stuff? Go freaking pick up my books, not this freaking dog trash. You have people right now saying that this is good, by the way. Freaking left and right. They're both the same. It's a uniparty, and they act like they're not the same side. Screw yourself. This freaking dog trash, man. They always have to turn these guys into a parody. Listen, if you have to turn your villain into a parody, it's not a real villain. This is not a real person. You're making up a caricature, and really, it's a straw man. This is not a real character. This story is hurt by the very fact This is such a detriment, a hindrance to the story, that you do not have a legitimate villain. Your villain has to exist as much as the protagonist, and everyone's a clown in this freaking game except for the women. This game is feminist dog crap, and it's made for women. It's made to enlighten, uplift women and their existence. Oh wow, you know, women are so strong. Oh wow, women are just like men, if not better than men, because we have another retard scene up soon. Yep, and then the diverse dip crap chick over here, she walks in and she's gonna save the day. Again, a woman leading a merry band of freaking a rebel group, a renegade group of men. Why is it not that the leader is a man? Because now ESG today, and you mother effers act like ESG doesn't exist. You are a piece of filth. You make crap up. You don't know your freaking mommy from daddy, and yet you're gonna sit here and you're gonna act like this character is organic and that this shouldn't be a man, and that throughout history this character was not a man. Why do we have all freaking clown world? Screw you, you freaking clown world, freaking activists. You are a freaking stain on the population, and I hope you know it. Freaking clown world trash.
Hey, keep your head down. Get us out of here.
Hold on. Why'd you help us?
I choose the lesser evil.
Out there, the bridge.
Freaking retards, man. Freaking retards. Let's go to when Indiana fights the freaking retard. So we go in here. He fights the retard. Where's the retard? I don't know. I'm looking for it. Was it before this? Yes, they fight each other and they become friends because why not? Just trashy writing, trashy storytelling. And you have all these freaking retards out there. They keep on picking up this dog trash, saying that it's good, saying that, oh, you know, I love my crappy games. God, you're freaking pathetic. Freaking no-life losers over here. Let me play freaking crap. You know I have freaking retards. They sit there and they're like, oh, Stalker 2 is a great game. It's boring. It's dog crap. Golly, there's actually interesting games out there. And you're gonna freaking jerk it off to a freaking boring game. Freaking no-life losers. Man, pieces of actual filth. I can't find it. Anyways, he has a retard fight with the freaking giant dude. Why can I not find it? This is driving me nuts. What the... Bro, this is towards the end of the game. It's towards the end of the game. Why is it so difficult to find? Wow. Well, anyways, we have the giants. They help us out at the end of the game here. And they will fight the Nazis here. And, you know, see, you got that. Yep, just nonsense. It's just retard nonsense. The Nazis just get freaking eviscerated super easily in the most comical of fashions. These guys bonk them on the head and then they just die, and it's easy freaking peasy all throughout the game. And by the way, the story ends like trash. Yeah, all the women in this game, they're freaking lesbians. Even if they're related, they're lesbians. I mean, it's just incestuous wokeness is all it is. I can't find it. It drives me nuts that I can't find that fight between Indiana. Anyways, the retard feminist chick, she sits there and says, you boys need to stop. Oh my gosh, you're both fighting each other. And it's like, it's all it is literally is mommy walking in on two boys fighting, the freaking black dude in Indiana, and she's like, oh my gosh, can't you just put your differences aside from yourselves? Oh my gosh. And she's like, oh my gosh, you're so wound up about history. You stupid whore. Do you not understand what history... your past matters, you stupid whore. You think that you can get ran through and it doesn't matter. And on top of that, your history matters, and also where you come from. The reason why these men do what they do is because something happened in the past that now they have an ego investment. That's how these things work. You don't just do crap in life. This is why women never achieve anything. This is why women don't do anything. This is why women are freaking useless, because they have this mindset where when men fight for something, they're just being little boys. No, you're a feminist, stupid whore. That's what you are.
Well, the names of the survivors change.
Holy F, man.
Quite the same, real.
Freaking writing by these freaking dog crap woke-tards. And then their freaking woke-tards run freaking cover fire for them. You're a pathetic piece of freaking slop crap. Whatever. Anyways, the main character of the game is talking to him about his master plan because for some reason the villains always have to expel their entire strategy to the protagonist. Yeah, and then they have a retard fight at the end. You're literally punching on a rope like that. And there goes the main character. The good guy is lost in this one. In this game. Good job. I want to know how this stupid feminist pulled Indiana, a grown man who has muscle on his body, by the way. A grown man. She pulled him up when he was even a man pulling another man up from that? Oh, just suspension of your disbelief, right? Screw you. Jeez, there would have been no chance. She would have never pulled him up from that freaking ledge. Women are not built like men, you freaking morons. Men and women are different, you freaking tards. You freaking sit there like the freaking retards you are, and you're like, my mommy's daddy, my mommy's daddy. Yeah, go ask your father to go give birth to a child, you freaking idiots. God, you freaking woke tards, man. And the freaking cuck-servatives, they're all in bed with this dog trash. Of course, he pulls himself up, good job, and then, I don't know. What, again? He's hanging from a ledge again. Golly, bro. You have people who trash on Uncharted. Uncharted was a good game series. Uncharted 4 had some issues because they were wokeifying as a company. But Uncharted was a good game series. I don't know how retarded you have to be to say that it wasn't good. But the issue is that, holy crap, why is Uncharted better than this? Why is it that we can't make anything good anymore? What the F is going on, man? So they're both. Okay, whatever.
Move away. I will not let a degenerate as much that I do. Tell me what to do.
Whatever, man. I don't care. What a freaking trash story. And then the way it ends. I think this literally ends like the Thrawn trilogy. By the way, a trash trilogy for freaking retards who think that the Thrawn trilogy's good. No, it's a freaking desecration on Star Wars. I can't believe it's feminist dog crap. I made 5 videos addressing this freaking nonsense, alright? This literally ends where I believe Indiana, just like freaking Luke to Mara Jade, is like, oh, you go girl, boss. Go girl. Well, the story's over now and we basically developed a connection, but you should just run off and chase your career, honey. You're so strong and powerful and you're just like a man. Same thing. Freaking same dog trash. Let's see. I don't remember, but that's how Thrawn trilogy ends. Golly, man, freaking woke people are freaking embarrassing. Absolute stain on the population. Yeah, I guess this is goodbye. Watch this.
This is yours.
I forget. This game ends retardedly.
So you'll stick around for a little while. Get some friends.
Yep.
Show us the sights.
There's a war coming. And I have a hell of a story to tell.
There you go. Sorry, babe. Gotta go be a career woman. Guess you're not good enough for me. I gotta go out. Yeah, I gotta go chase the story. There's a bunch of men doing that already, you freaking whore. Okay. They do a better job than you anyways.
I think I can make room for other things.
Not me. Not now.
The man can make room for the woman in her effing life. And the woman's like, I'm sorry, I'm so busy, and I'm out here fighting a war, and like, they literally swapped the gender roles between Indy and the effing female. The man is sitting there saying, babe, I can make room for you in my life, I can fit myself into your world, your life. This is what a woman says to a man. Specifically, a woman to Indiana is like, please bring me on more adventures with you, Indiana. I want to be in your world. Because that's how women speak. You freaking tards, freaking woke morons sitting here. They think their mommy is daddy. Literally. No, fuck you. You make shit up all the time. Jeez Louise, they literally pussified Indiana Jones. They dug up a grave and they put him in it, and then you freaking retards sit there and say that this is good. No, screw you. This is not Indiana Jones. They literally turned him into a woman here, in this scene even, but all throughout the game, the women are always better than Indiana. They're always smarter than Indiana. Because feminism, because you worship a false idol, you clowns. Indiana is a effing man, and she is the one that follows him, not him her. And of course, she's the one that's like, I'm gonna go be a career woman. Catch you later. Screw you, you freaking whore.
Too much to say.
Freaking Dogtrash, freaking activists made this stupid piece of filth. Again, we are no longer getting hilarious, cringy, woke games. We're now getting boring, woke games. The ideological politics is still there. They don't have to tell you it's ideological politics in order for you to know. You don't have to be told, you freaking idiot. God, you people are freaking retards out here. You literally think that you have to be told by an activist their politics in order for you to believe that it is their politics? No, they are showing you their politics. They're pushing this onto you, but it is to be, instead of being direct about it, they're just now making it endemic. It's now passive. It is, right? Instead of active, it's passive. Instead of pronounced, it's now just, it's subtle. It's subtle propaganda. It's still there. You still see it. You're like, oh, well, I guess women are just really strong. And after they go on a romantic adventure with a freaking hero, a man, they're just going to sit there and go and want to be a freaking girl boss, chase after their career instead of sticking around with a man that's clearly the best thing they're ever going to get in their life. Pathetic. Clowns, man. Freaking clowns. And you sit here and you jerk it off to a woman being a man. You are pathetic. You are a disgrace. And this is why you all think your mommy is daddy. And guess what? That's why you're all gay. Because none of you could ever get with a woman because you don't know what a freaking woman is. You think that men are just like women. You're a freaking clown. You're a freaking piece of trash loser. Screw yourself. You killed Indiana Jones. And no one cares. Because this is woke dog crap. Everyone forgot about it. But guess what? This still ruins his character. And you freaking clowns, you don't care. Because this tethers to your ideology. It guarantees it. For some, it validates it. It further pushes on your narrative. Go screw yourself.
Adios, Rambo.
One more time. She has a hell of a story to tell. Yeah, I have a freaking huge freaking schlong to freaking stick in your mouth.
Show us the sights.
There's a war coming.
Yeah, I bet there is. There is. Wait, are you gonna be in Fallout 4? Jeez Louise.
And I think you will be too busy chasing the past.
Chasing the past. Yeah, he's still a petty little effing boy. Indiana's still a petty little effing boy, chasing after the past. You are covering stories on a war zone, which actually happens to revolve around the past. Because there's a lot of things that happened in the past that creates the events of now. That justifies, validates the events of now, you freaking tard. So you're chasing the past too. But you're fooling yourself like, oh, it's in the present, it's super important because it's in the present. What happens when that's in the past too, you freaking whore? Screw you, and screw these freaking developers. The freaking writer is a freaking soy boy man named, I think, Todd or whatever. Screw you, Todd. You write like a woman. I would not be surprised if he's just a face. Because by the way, with a lot of these companies, they have tons of female writers now. Females in executive roles, producer positions. And these women, they also inform the story. Writers are not writing this anymore. There's a bunch of men who are now the face for the game, the face for the story, but they're not actually writing it. Same thing happened with Diablo 4. Clearly, Act 1 was the main writer, but then the main writer, you could tell the writing style completely changed. ESG was being inserted into the story. You could just tell. It was just happening like that. Nayrel, she had no business being in the story, but whatever. We know what's going on here. And a lot of people, they're not seeing behind the curtain because they're freaking morons and they're literally low IQ and they think they're high IQ. Screw you.
And I think you will be too busy chasing the past.
I think I can make room for other things.
Well, not me. Not now. Too much at stake.
One more time. One more time. Stick around for a little while. Some friends. No, gotta go to war. I got a story to tell. That chase. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, he's too busy chasing the past. Yeah. I don't know. Think I could make room. Oh, I could make room for you, baby. That's what a woman says.
I think I can make room for other things.
Well, not me. Not now. Too much at stake. A woman's gonna change the world. Never happened throughout history. Joan of Arc was a freaking failure. Freaking Amelia Earhart was a freaking moron. She didn't know how to fly a plane. Freaking feminist clown show, man. And they say that there's no politics, and they say there's no propaganda because the developers are not telling you. You're so stupid. You have to have a freaking political activist tell you that they're pushing propaganda in order for you to be like, I think they're pushing propaganda onto us, guys. You freaking idiot. The propaganda's right there. You're just too stupid to notice, to pay attention, and to care. You are pathetic. You are a lowlife. You are a low IQ imbecile. Screw you, you freaking, look at this trash. Look at the freaking, yeah, producer, Todd Howard. Todd, I want you to go bone yourself with a freaking iron dildo. Freaking game director, jerk. Screw you, jerk. Freaking creative director, a freaking moron. Jens, freaking screw you. Screw all these people. Okay, I don't know. That does not look like a man's name. I have no idea. Looks like dude names here. Crazy, man. So many of these freaking cuck lords because they removed all the actual men out of the freaking industry. They fired everyone. They laid off everyone. They canceled everyone out of their positions so that now all that's left are the freaking cuck lords. They write like women. They make a game like women. And by the way, there's a bunch of women that are on these freaking teams. You can just go look at the photos. It's tons of women now. But they always hide a lot of the names for some of the women that work on these games. It's happened with past games that have come out this year, by the way. But outside of that, you know, we got tons of female names in here. But by the way, some of these names, I know for a fact, some of these names are not even real. I've seen so many games where I'm literally looking at the game and I'm like, that is the same name over and over. There's so many games that just have the same names of different people all the time. It's like, how are there so many people with the same name? Like, at some point, this is comical. And like, you see so many names with the same last name and you're like, okay, that's not real. There's no way. There's no way that Andrew Chong is just, we have literally like 10 Andrew Chongs on the team. How do you have that many Andrew Chongs? It makes no sense. Like, actually makes no, and I've seen this, bro, on, I forget the games, but I've looked at so many of these credits, and I just see the same names, copied, pasted. It's like, no, I think these are aliases. So, we don't even know if that's a freaking man or a woman. Technically speaking, they only show you so many legitimate names. I absolutely believe that freaking trash. After seeing so many credits, after seeing so many freaking copy and pasted names, nope, not legit. It's not legit. Who's the freaking writer, though? Do they say, or is it just the producer that's the writer? I don't know. I guess there is Sometimes they pack in the writer's name somewhere down in here. We're seeing the engineers. God, they made such a piece of freaking dog filth. Bro, this is on 2x speed. This is painful. I mean, this is the speed it should be at. What the heck? Lead writer. Screw you, man. You write like a freaking female, and I swear to God, women wrote on this freaking game. Bro, like, why are so many men now writing like women? I get it. They removed, they canceled, they fired through freaking woke culture. They fired out every man that isn't a leftist. So all we have are the soy boys. But for real, bro, how do you have, really, you had 2 men work on this game? Are you serious? How much control did they actually have? Genuine question. And if they had control, why do they write like women? What the frick is going on, man? Golly. Pathetic. 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 Freaking filth, man. Okay, well, listen, I wish I could show to you the fight in the... Is this the fight in the temple? No way. That's not... Where did it happen, bro? It must have happened a little bit sooner in the game, but... Man, I'm so disappointed by this. You know, this video was actually going to be shorter, and then I saw the ending of the game, and I got mad pissed off. I was freaking seething like a freaking woman on her period. Golly. Freaking Dogtrash. What the heck? Alright, well, I can't find it. It's right here. There you go. So this fight is ridiculous because you punch this guy over and over again.
Why are you protecting him?
And then there's this. There you go. There you go. Feminist scene right here.
One way or another, I'm gonna figure it out. I will. And I will just keep beating you up.
Hey, you two! You're acting like two little schoolboys, you know that?
There you go. There you go. Infantilizing them. Again.
One way or another, I'm gonna figure it out. I will. And I will just keep beating you up.
Hey, you two! You're acting like two little schoolboys, you know that? Boss is expecting you to fight. And while you're too busy fighting, he's gonna steal the stones from under our noses.
She's the mastermind. She's the one that she has to correct two little men, right? The men are too stupid to understand that what they're doing is stupid, right?
I must protect the words.
And she's the only one that understands, apparently, the master strategy of Voss. We don't even know his strategy, but apparently this is what he wants, right? Whatever, man. Crappy writing.
For my ancestors.
Oh, for God's sake! Who cares? You are both stuck in the past, and right now there's a great evil.
Retard nonsense.
And we can choose to fight against it or each other.
I have no.
These are the same writers that are super bent up about the heritage of these freaking people in their groups. Oh, you're all stuck in the past. You're just little boys. But then meanwhile, my people, my ancestors, and our heritage, and our artifacts, they were torn apart from the white man's. Oh, screw you. Freaking A. It's like the past only matters to a leftist when they say it matters. Reality only exists when they say it exists, right? It's only propaganda when they tell you it's propaganda. If it's not propaganda, it's because they told you it's not propaganda. Go screw yourself. This is literally how leftists think. If the collective tells me that something's right or wrong, that is what's right or wrong. They do not think for themselves. If tomorrow, because right now this is a recent issue, if tomorrow a bunch of leftists, they sat there and they said that the health insurance industry is great and it's looking after Americans, leftists would sit there and say and jerk off and rub out their freaking pearls and be like, oh my gosh, the health insurance industries, we love them so much. But right now, because they're told to hate them, they hate them. These are freaking slaves, freaking thralls. They think they have autonomy. They think they even have a soul. They don't. You are an automaton for the economy. And not even that, for political ideology. You are pathetic. You are a meek loser. Anyways, catch you later, homosexuals.